When I first started, my budget was tight. So grab your pen, grab your paper, and let's get into it. If you have been dreaming of creating your own skincare or body care line, but you're really worried about the cost, then this video is for you. Today, I'm going to be talking about a topic that is pretty close to my heart, and that is how to start your skincare or your body care business on a budget. And it is close to my heart because when I first started, my budget was tight. Okay, it was very tight, trying to scrap up 2 pennies to rub together. So it was tight. And so I understand how you're wanting and dreaming of doing things, but you're like, where's the money coming from? So I'm just going to walk you through a few practical steps and tips and strategies to help you get started without breaking the bank. So grab your pen, grab your paper, and let's get into it. So the very first thing in any business is, of course, planning and finding your audience and your niche in this massive target market. And it's important, especially when you're working with a limited budget, because it kind of helps you focus your resources effectively. So for example, your niche, think about the products that you want to make and what makes you unique. Are you focusing on products that are completely all natural ingredients? Are you focused on products just for sensitive skin, dry skin? Are you trying to create like luxury skincare products? Like, this is something that will really help you set apart from the crowd and really help you keep focused, as well as defining who your market is for. Who are your products for? Why are you making them? What is their age? What's their gender? What's the lifestyle? What are their specific skincare needs? And the more specific and drilled down you are, the better that you can tailor your products and your marketing efforts, so you're not wasting your time feeling like a hamster on a wheel, so that you can really honestly just focus. And you're not making candles and room sprays and things when you said that you are making things for dry skin. So instead, you should be making oils and butters and things like that. Next, when you're dealing with a budget, you want to start with a very simple product line. It's better to honestly start really small and grow your product line over time. So just focusing on 1 to 3 core products that align with your niche and your target market. So for example, doing things like body butters, which are relatively easy to make, and the ingredients can be sourced affordably in bulk. Same with soaps, especially if you're wanting to try making like a melt and pour soaps, which are great starting points because they don't really require as much equipment or time as cold processed soaps do. And then lip balms or lip scrubs are also another cost-effective product to make, because they can be made in small batches with very minimal ingredients. So by starting with a limited product line, you can really honestly focus and perfect those formulations, building a strong brand, and then gathering up your customer feedback so that you can start expanding later. Plus, it'll help you honestly manage your budget more effectively by starting a little bit smaller. To be honest with you, the largest expense in your skincare or your body care business is your ingredients and the packaging. But do not worry. Do not let this stress you out, because there are ways that you can keep the cost down. For one, when you're looking for your ingredients, look for suppliers. Always look for suppliers that offer bulk discounts or sample sizes just to get started. And some like budget-friendly ingredients are, of course, like shea butter, coconut butter, and like coconut oils, and some essential oils. They can be made, or a lot of companies offer those in bulk. And then some of them also can just be found in grocery stores if you're wanting to use like olive oil or things like that. And then of course the packaging, keep it in the very beginning very simple, very chic, Start with just the basic jars, the basic tins or bottles that you can just buy in bulk, and then you can customize yourself. And then as your business grows, you can update your packaging, update your ingredients as your business grows. And that's the thing when you're having a business, is that it is always remembering that this is a marathon and not a sprint. So it's okay to start small, and then as you grow, begin to like build up. It isn't something that starts and then immediately you're having to be at the finish line. You can build up to it. This is something that has longevity, and it's something that it's a marathon. This is not a sprint. Don't forget to shop around and compare prices, because there are some suppliers that will offer discounts for first-time orders. So, and then also sometimes if you have local suppliers, they might give you a discount and like take off the shipping. So make sure you're doing your price comparison. Next, branding is crucial, but it does not have to be expensive. And your brand just includes your logo, your packaging design, your website, and your social media presence. But to make it more professional, you can always use Canva to create your logos, to create your labels, and create it simple and eye-catching logos on Canva. It makes it look very professional. And like I said, once you start gaining more money and more momentum, you can go out and actually have people make them for you. There's even packages on Etsy where people have already created templates, and then you can purchase the templates. I've seen some for as low as like $3. And you have the template forever, and you can tailor it to your brand, your color, your fonts on Canva, and then use it for your business. So you tap into your creativity and get on Canva and start making your eye-catching logos and your product labels. And then of course with your website, start with something simple, like using Shopify, Wix, or a Stan Store. And most of them offer free trials, or they're having like really low cost plans. But it is essential, especially in the time that we're in, the time of social media, the time of websites, is to have a website, because that's what people are going to be looking for. But consistency is key. So when you're doing all of this, making sure all of your colors, your fonts, and all of your imagery across all of your materials is cohesive, so that your customers know that it's you. Okay. Last but not least is marketing. So let's talk about it. How are you even supposed to get your customers in front of your products without spending a lot of money on ads? And the answer to that is social media. It is your very best friend, especially when you're starting on a budget. Like, get on TikTok, get on Instagram, get on Lemon8, like get on all of the social media platforms. And because you can reach a wide audience for honestly nothing, for free. And then you can just share your behind the scenes content, your product tutorials, customer testimonials, and really build your community around your brand. And it's completely free. Next, of course, is word of mouth. You are to tell everyone you know. Encourage your friends, your family to spread the word, offer discounts or free samples in exchange for reviews or referrals. But word of mouth is also free. Like social media, you don't need much for that. And then the last way to get your customers is to do like maybe a couple pop-up shops or markets. If you can, participate in some local markets or events. These are great opportunities to meet the locals and meet potential customers that are in your area and get immediate feedback on your products. Unfortunately, depending on your area or depending on the market, there is a cost to it. So you do need to weigh the outcome, like of, is this going to be worth it? but it is a good opportunity to just get immediate feedback or to really get your name out there into your community. But just like with everything else, consistency is key in your marketing efforts. And don't be afraid to be creative. Don't be afraid to be creative. Don't be afraid to build relationships with your customers, and let your passion for your product just really shine through on that. So they can see that if you're loving it, oh, I will love it too. So starting a body care or skincare business on a budget is totally doable with the right approach. So making sure that you're focusing on your niche, focusing on your target audience to make sure that you're able to focus and hone in on what really is important. Starting small, because this is a marathon, this is not a sprint. So starting small, sourcing out the affordable ingredients, making sure we're getting them in bulk, and making sure you have a very strong brand and that your labels and all that look nice, and making sure that you're promoting yourself on the internet for free. So if you have, I hope this was helpful. This was something that was very dear to my heart. When I was starting my business, I had no clue what to do. I didn't have a lot of money, but these were some of the things that I did to really promote my business, promote my brand on a budget. So if you have found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, let me know in the comments. If you have more questions about how to price your products, about anything else on a budget, to making sure that you are getting the bang for your buck, I would love to hear it. Let me know. And then, yeah, so like, share, and then subscribe, and then hit that notification bell so that you never miss another video. Okay, so happy crafting. I'll see you next time.